Good afternoon and welcome everybody to this powerful, amazing, and educational Lunch and Learn. I just want to remind everybody that this Lunch and Learn is brought to you by family partners of Morris and Sussex counties. Right here, this is your host, Patricia Houston. And today I have the honor of having two special guests. I have Laurna, Townsend, and Melissa Blanchard. Welcome both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Melissa or Laurna, who would like to start? I would like for you guys to kind of share a little bit about yourself before we jump into the topic.
I'll start. My name's Melissa Blanchard. We work with Avidd Community Services of New Jersey. Our main office is located in Denville, New Jersey. We are a non-for-profit servicing people with IDD throughout Morris, Somerset, and Bergen counties. I've been working with Avidd. This will be going on my 6th year. Prior to that, I spent most of my career in the children's system of care in Bergen County, working as an IIC provider and also with the youth case management program prior to the merge a while ago.
Thank you, Melissa.
Hi, I'm Laurna. Thank you so much for having us. We're really happy to be here. I've been with Avidd for a little over a year. Prior to that, I've been in the educational system for 15 years, just working with transition students and helping them prepare for the adult world is something that I really like to focus on. So thank you again for having us.
Thank you. And we are very happy. And like I said, this is our last Lunch and Learn for this year. And what an amazing time to finish this year with such an amazing topic. So let's jump into the topic. What is Avidd?
So like I had previously said, Avidd's a non-for-profit. We've been around for over 30 years. We used to have a different name. It was called Special Homes of New Jersey. Some people know us still by that, but a few years back we changed names when we started to expand other than just of our group homes, and we became Avidd Community Services of New Jersey. Our primary goal is to have people who live with IDD to be their most independent selves that they can be in their community, and provide supports to help them be as independent as they can be. We have I think we're at 17 group homes with the expansion of 7 more in the next 2 years. We are opening an adult day program, as well as we have a therapeutic rec program and transition services and supportive employment services. So we have a little bit of everything. And we're primarily funded through DDD and Medicaid.
Laurna, would you like to elaborate in relation to additional resources? Because I know that you guys have a lot of resources available for families, and a lot of families are not aware. So this is an amazing opportunity for everybody to know all the awesome things that are happening there.
Sure, thank you. Melissa's done a great job giving us a real overview. Something that I was brought into to work with Melissa was on the transition program. So most recently, we have become a vendor for pre-ET services. So that starts at age 14. If a parent is interested in having their child have additional one-on-one workshops or have job sampling with their student, they can contact their DVRS counselor and request those services at no charge to them. There's some paperwork you fill out, and then we'll contact you and we set up the services. I actually have been teaching workshops and it's just been so wonderful. The students get a lot out of it. They come in either 10, 25 increment hours. We usually meet weekly, just go over topics. It's just a great experience. In addition to that, we have our transition services to help our students learn different jobs, participate in different job sampling to learn new work skills, employment skills, to help them get a permanent position at some point.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Laurna and Melissa. I know that you guys mentioned different services and resources, but I would like to know who can benefit, because I know like different resources might be available for certain populations. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands who can benefit.
So for our transition services, it's any student age 14 to 21 that has a current IEP. They would be eligible through their local DVRS office for pre-ed services. We can definitely assist any family in making that referral to their DVRS office and then requesting those services through them. They are funded through DVRS, so there's no charge to the families. And like Laurna said, the workshops usually are one-on-one, and they last about an hour a week. And they usually come in vouchers for us, either between 10 and 25 hours, so per topic.
And I'm glad, Melissa, that you clarified that, because my next question was going to be that if there was any cost involved, because we know like sometimes different services or resources might be, some costs involved, and it's important for families to know. If there is an approval process, because I know, Laurna, you just mentioned it, it seems like there is an approval process. How long does it take to get approval?
We work at the mercy of DVRS. So we, I would say it takes probably a month to 2 months to get through the DVRS referral process. They do an intake, and then they refer out to us. Once we get the voucher and the referral, it's very quick. We could be out there within the week. For scheduling with the family, it's just getting the referral in hand. So, like I said, we can definitely help in that situation. If a family lets us know, we can definitely kind of push on the other end, agency-wise, and ask, we know this family was referred, they want pre-eds, they want Avidd as the provider. Where are they at in the referral process? So we can definitely help in that aspect, because we have connections with the counselors and stuff.
Thank you. And I know, Melissa and Laurna, that you have a PowerPoint so people can see, so we can go over in details about the information, everything. But before we go there, I would like to discuss what are some of the challenges that you see families facing in relation to reaching out for or not reaching out for services despite having a need for services?
I think one of the biggest challenges we see on our end is just the lack of knowledge that's out there for the families, and even the school districts. I think they sometimes know how to they know how the services are out there. They don't know how to go about accessing them. So we try to do a lot of community outreach, get the word out there, do a lot of these type of presentations to let them know, reach out to us. We can help you and kind of walk you through the referral process for DVRS, or if you have a loved one that's turning 21 and is going to be going into the adult system of care through DDD, kind of guide you in the right steps of making those referrals, because it is overwhelming sometimes, the amount of information and evals you need, and just getting all of that together to move through the process so they can be the most successful and the most independent that they can be. I think I have the unique experience of kind of working the adult side plus the child side. So I think as the adult side, I get so many referrals, primarily through DVRS, who really would benefit from DDD and support coordination and those services. But somewhere along the line, maybe someone told them they wouldn't qualify, or their child was too high functioning, they would never qualify for a DDD supports coordinator. And that's just not true. We have people that function very well and work full-time jobs in hospitals and all sorts of things that we support. Maybe they just need job coaching, or they don't drive, so they need someone to take them food shopping and things like that, just to make them more independent in the community. So I think a lot of times people feel like if their child is like on that borderline where they're not sure, like they probably can't live totally independently, but don't maybe need like a group home or community living, that they're just kind of stuck and there's no services for them. And that's just not true. There are services out there for them.
Yeah, and that's what, thank you, Melissa, for clarifying that, because actually Laurna and I we were discussing about that, and the reason as to why we record this presentation, because there are a lot of services and resources available for family out there. However, not a lot of families are aware, and this is powerful, you know, in relation to doing this type of presentation and letting family know, and also providers, we are here. And also, you know, like for families to, I would say, like enhance their advocacy skills, because, you know, everybody might be willing to do the work, but sometimes when you get in those areas where you confuse something, you might say, oh, this is too hard, and you just kind of, you know, don't take advantage of those resources just because the process can be a little intimidated. So we want to make sure that families understand that, yes, there is a process. However, it is important to advocate for services on behalf of our families' needs, and that those services are there. And if there is any question or something, what is the best phone number or contact information to get in contact with you?
So the best way to contact us is through email. And we'll share our emails at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. We're, first of all, we're kind of hybrid still because of the pandemic. So we're not in the office every day. Plus we work in the field a lot. We work in our schools, and we go and see clients on their job sites. So Laurna and I specifically are out in the field a lot. So the best way to get us is by email, and we will try and get back to you as soon as possible through that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And I know
definitely can drop the email in the chat if you want me to.
Yeah, of course. And I also want to let everybody know that the contact information website and everything will be right in the description below of this video, and the website, contact information, everything will be right there. I know that you have a PowerPoint, so I just gonna open the floor to you both to share your screen and share all the amazing information that you guys have for us. And we're gonna be here just learning about those resources that you guys have. So you're more than welcome to share your PowerPoint when you're ready.
Okay, so the program that we're specifically sharing about Avidd today is one of the ones that Laurna and I oversee, and that's ACTS. And ACTS stands for Avidd Career and Transition Services. So we're going to be kind of repeating some of it. Who is Avidd, what we do, the services we provide as an agency, and then we'll have time to answer any questions. So Avidd's mission, in a nutshell, like I said, is helping people with intellectual and developmental disabilities become as self-sufficient as possible and participate in the community around them. This is just kind of an overview of all the services we already talked about. We have community living, which is our supportive apartments and our group homes, community-based supports, our recreation and learning centers, therapeutic recreation, opportunities for people with IDD that are over the age of 18. We have our supportive employment, and then we have our ACTS program. And we're in the process, hopefully in this new year, opening an adult day hab program as well. So the services ACTS provides is job exploration, workplace readiness, counseling and higher education, instruction and self-advocacy, and work-based learning experiences. We kind of run the gamut. So we do work with DVRS and PREETs, where we spoke about we could get a voucher for hours with one of those 5 topics being authorized for us to provide. The other thing ACTS does is we contract with schools as well, or school districts. So we currently are working with 2 private education schools, one in Bergen County and one in Morris County. And we kind of provide everything. We provide our workshops, which cover all of the topics. We do travel training with them. We transport them to and from their work sites during the school day. We provide job coaching, vocational assessments for the school. We do tours of different agencies or organizations. We've gone to Amazon, we've gone to Oradell Animal Hospital while bringing guest speakers. Last summer, we certified all of our students in CPR. We'll bring in the topics that they're interested in learning and try and find guest speakers or somewhere to go to learn about those. So as far as our career and vocational assessments, a team member will go out and use a person-centered approach to create a vocational assessment and a plan to help that student succeed in their transition to either college, work, or adult services, wherever they want to go. Our workshop readiness, we cover different topics as far as time management. Laurna, do you want to speak a little bit on the topics? She runs the workshop, so she knows specifically what goes on in them.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So we meet weekly with the students, and we build everything up to a binder so that when they are ready to leave at 21, we have collected all this material to prepare them to keep with them. So we cover resume writing. We do interview skills. We take time to talk about the importance of appropriate workplace discussions, how to ask for a day off, how to ask for accommodations. We talk a lot about self-advocacy, the importance to advocate for your own needs. I love telling this story, and I will be brief, but we had a student who really wanted to work in a nursery school. And we were working on self-advocacy with him. And he went up to the director after a few weeks and said, you know, would it be okay if I moved to a different room? Because these toddlers are really just a lot. And it was just great because what we had been discussing in all these workshops actually, he implemented it, and it was wonderful. So we really do, again, like what Melissa said, we really just try to drive it to what the students need. If they need travel training, then we're gonna concentrate on that. trying to find a job on the internet, filling out an application, filling one out in person on the internet. We do onboarding with our students. So quite a lot happens in workshops.
So our work-based learning experiences, when our students actually go out to one of our community partners and learn job skills on site and how it is to work in that store or whatever it may be. We have examples of a few that we work with. The YMCA's, Old Navy, Amazon, Petco. Green Stugget is a vertical horticultural farm. The kids seem to love going there. It's in Bergen County. They plant the seeds, they grow the plants, and then they see them get packed and shipped off to Whole Foods and all sorts of places that the farm sells their product to. We work closely with an environmental center where the kids learn about, different things like recycling and the importance of the environment, but they also do learn landscaping skills and carpentry skills, keeping the center running and up to date. We work with a couple of different gyms, UFC gym, Fountains Fitness. We work with Applebee's. We have grown a lot in our community partners. Walgreens we've added, and then there's a ton of like mom and pop shops, we call them, that aren't maybe bigger names like these, but comic book stores and small local restaurants that welcome our students in to learn some job skills to take with them. All of our job coaches, or we refer to them as employee specialists because they do a lot more than just job coaching. They are trained by the Bog Center through Rutgers. They have to take 4 classes on the foundations of becoming an employee specialist, and they need 12 hours of yearly ongoing education, which we provide, whether it's job development, accommodations. We've done documentation, we've done tons of ongoing education for our staff. Transportation. So one of our things that kind of set us aside, our agency does provide transportation to our students to and from their work-based learning or their job sampling sites. So a lot of the schools have to pay additional funding for transportation through a bus company or transportation service. One of the great things about Avidd is it is part of our fee for school districts, and we provide that as well as liability insurance when we take the students to the sites. Travel training. We had a student last year that needed to ride the light rail in Hudson County to get from his home to his new job at Target. So our employee specialist got up every morning and for a couple of weeks rode the train to and from work with him. So he knew the route and how to get back and forth using that light rail. So we do travel training as far as mapping out your route, whether it's a bus route, a train route, how to use Uber. Another student used Uber, so we went ahead and we showed him how to buy the gift card. So because he didn't have a credit card, so he would get paid, he would buy his gift card, and we showed him how to load it up onto his phone. So he had a way back and forth to work every day. We also offer our students and families a lot of parent and caregiver support. So like I said, if your child's plan is to be referred to DVRS or be referred to DDD for ongoing services as they graduate or age out of their school program, we are going to try and help you navigate some of those applications and different things as much as we can. We also offer our schools and things like this, presentations on how to access some of those programs. We work closely with DDD, we work closely with DVRS in all of our counties that we serve. So like I said, it's kind of easier for us to get in touch with someone to give that little bit of extra support. So again, this is how our program specific ACTS program is funded. Our pre-ETS program is funded through the division of DVRS, as well as supportive employment and DDD, and our transitions programs some of them are privately funded through public or private school districts. And that's kind of our presentation. That's it. This is how you would get to us in this little quote I love. It's kind of our little motto that we go by for our students. It just always sticks out to me. You know, if you tell me something, most likely I'm going to forget it. If you teach me, I probably remember it. But if you involve me while you're teaching me, I'll probably learn how to do something. So that's what we tell our students. They're always involved. We just don't talk at them. We do the job with them, and hopefully with the goal of them to do the job independently. And then, you know, we just step back and observe and follow them through when they help them when they have a question or need help. So it's kind of us in a nutshell.
And thank you, Melissa and Laurna. I just want to repeat the phone number in here that you guys have in the screen. It's 973-664-1770. Your extension, Melissa, is 19, and Laurna is 201-572-2541. So all that contact information is there and will be in the description below of the video. And Laurna and Melissa, once again, I just want to thank you both for taking the time doing this presentation. And also, I would like to ask you any final thoughts before we conclude with this presentation.
I don't have any. I don't know about Laurna.
I always have final thoughts. Thank you again, and happy holidays to everyone. Transition is very, like I said, it's just such a passion in my world, and I really believe that everyone should have the opportunity to really have a fulfilling life and to do what they want to do, and that's what we focus on. You know, we have a lot of different work-based learning partners that we work with. And part of when a student is, you know, ready to go out there and start sampling, you know, some of what we do is actually trying to field out what they don't want to do, you know, because they don't know what they want to do. You ask any 17-year-old whether they have special needs or not, and they don't know what they want to do. So this is just such a great opportunity. And I work with other, you know, I have friends and they're all like, can I sign my kid up for this program? Because it really is just so beneficial for everyone. You know, just like Melissa said, we have some students who are super high functioning. You know, this is just such a great resource for anybody. So if they can contact their counselors and learn more, it really will benefit their students and the families involved. So thank you again. Happy holidays. Reach out with questions. We're always available.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of Family Partners, I just want to thank every single person for joining us and for being with us this whole year. So we are very happy that everybody, you know, was on board trying to get familiar with the resources and also reaching out to providers and all of that. So thank you, everybody. And with that, we're going to move to our Q&A session. That part is not recorded. So thank you again.